Yo, good evening, good vibes, good people. What up?
Hey.
Welcome back to the
How's it
Game Winning
going?
Drive podcast, where we always got some good football news for you. I'm Jay Hollins, along with CO Liz and G Cozy. We are back. Ill is doing technical stuff right now, but he is here, but he is not here. So we still gonna bring it to you like we always bring it to you. So without further ado, let's get right into college football frenzy. Man, we gonna start it off with somebody that I don't even rock with made me happy this week. Colin
Man.
Hurd finally speaks on Nick Saban's nonsensical hypocrisy over his recent takes on NIL and how college football is the victim and we need to this car is going into the canyon and we need to tap the brakes, but nobody was tapping the brakes when your ass was making $100 million in the free market. Shut up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Paying
So
players the whole time.
He did point out the hypocrisy.
yeah.
Such hypocrisy.
So on June 3rd, Nick Saban testified before a Senate committee in support of the Cruz-Cantwell bill, which is supposedly aimed at bringing stability to college sports. To illustrate the unequal nature of the status quo, the former Alabama head coach used the metaphor of tapping the brakes on the biggest, baddest Ferrari that was going 150 miles an hour.
Of course, he
toward the
used a
Grand
Ferrari.
Canyon. That metaphor triggered Fox Sports analyst Colin Hurd, and he was quick to point it out. All right, so this is what Coherd said. Nick Saban made over $100 million in the free market with college football and never talked about budgets back then. All right? If the Alabama athletic director would have said, Nick, we got to make some cuts, Nick would have turned to his agent, Jimmy Sexton, and said, call Texas or find the money. No one can deny that Nick Saban didn't deserve what he got at Alabama or LSU. He brought national championships to these programs and sent countless players to the NFL. However, for the longest time, the amateur status of college athletics extended only to the players, but the salaries of head coaches grew as the revenues increased. One of Nick's quotes was, if he had the biggest, baddest Ferrari going 150 miles an hour toward the Grand Canyon, somebody needs to tap the brakes. Nick was never publicly tapping the brakes when he was the highest paid coach or when there was a facilities building war. I mean, for years, Oregon, Texas, Bama were spending hundreds of millions on facilities, and now we're spending 1.2 million on a wide receiver who's going to be a first-round pick, and we have to tap the brakes?
Right.
To support the Protect College Sports Act, which is intended to overhaul student athletes' NIL and transfer rules, Saban argued the pay-for-play schemes funded by booster collectives and unlimited transfers create chaotic bidding wars. While the focus shifted to money, it's bad for players' actual development. Shut up. As Coach Saban also pointed out, the financial arms race to fund football rosters threaten the survival of Olympic and non-revenue sports. First of all, what the hell do the Olympics have to
Have
do
to do with college football.
Right.
And let's just be clear
All
here.
of that.
College football makes triple what every other college sport makes combined. If you combine the income of every other college sport, including college basketball, college football makes triple all of what they make put together.
Correct.
Nobody's hurting for money. Nobody's hemorrhaging money. As a matter of fact, the payouts to the revenue payouts to the Big Ten last year were 25% higher than expected. They made so much money. The revenue payouts from the TV contracts. So what the hell is Nick Saban talking about? I need you to be honest and say,
Yep.
hey, I can no longer control, because this is what Alabama has been doing forever, right? But I need you to be honest and say, I can no longer control these players, so I can no longer coach them. I can't sit them and threaten their careers with they have to sit and wait to play for me. When listen, my third stringer can transfer to Tulane with a bunch of other 3 and 4 star third stringers and really make Tulane a really solid program and make some noise. I don't have to sit there. That's why he was mad at Dabo, because Dabo started beating him out for recruits. And it's the thing, like, yo, you're not the only game in town anymore. You quit because I've never seen anything like this. These kids are getting paid now, so they don't have to put up with your shit. So when you threaten them, they can look at you and be like, man, get your weak ass out of my face. I'll just transfer somewhere else.
These kids are getting $1.5 million a year compared to the 200, 300,000 he was offering them back when he was coaching. And like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
He's like, this is crazy amounts of money. It's like, that's what they're worth.
It's like,
But when he was, go ahead.
I was
just like, he's at the sandbox saying, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Right.
Similar to what
it's
similar to what Liz just said. One of my favorite sayings is, if you listen to a person long enough, they tell you who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick Saban just told me 2 things.
Yeah.
If he can't control it, then he doesn't want to play, and he has a problem with that because he doesn't have the control that he used to have. He can't adapt his recruiting approach. He can't adapt his coaching style because he's so used to being in control. That's the first thing he just told me. The second thing he just told me is he doesn't really want to compete. Not really.
No. He
doesn't really want to
easy wins.
There you go.
Because now every school is armed like you're armed, and now you got to compete. So when
now you actually have to coach.
You really got to coach now. So this leads me to say, how great was he really? This has me questioning his legacy.
I think I think as far as player development, probably one of the greatest coaches in college football history. As far as X's and O's and scheme management, I think that there's a lot of question marks there. I think there's a lot to be desired in that sense.
Listen, when everybody else evened out and he couldn't win it, he quit. And he blamed it. I've never seen players like this. These players, basically you couldn't control them. They were already like, listen, this man don't know X and O's like we thought. We gonna go play for a coach that can scheme. Like we can get developed a lot of plays. I can go to Kirby and get developed. I can go to Dabo and get developed. I can go to Dan Lannon and get developed. I can go to Cal Whittingham and get developed. I can go to all these coaches.
There's a lot of coaches who do well with development.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, but they also know scheme and X's and O's.
That's
too,
the difference,
right? And that's the difference. So
everything I've heard Saban talk about when he's playing Alabama Jones on college, like on college game day, is
Alabama Jones.
Oh, dude, when he's playing Alabama Jones on college game day, everything I hear him break down and talk about is like positional specific breakdowns. Like it's when he's talking about the secondary stuff, he's talking about corner mismatches on a bracket play or things like that. He's talking about specific tendencies for specific positions. He's not talking about widespread game plan. The only way he's talking about widespread game plan is in the sense of aggression or not, like foot to pedal or sit back and
you also see how all of his coaching tree is doing. The guys that was really the Cristobal's, the Lannons, the everybody. You know what I mean? The Dabos, the everybody, and that's why Dabo was so deep on you. I know you ain't talking. You know what I mean? Dabo stuck his chest out like.
Yes.
Dabo was like, you know I can see you, bro. Don't make me expose you because you know what I know. And that's
everyone under his coaching tree gave him his schemes.
Here's my question for you and Cozy, though. You just brought out something, right? Which was his coaching tree is deep, right?
Oh, ridiculous.
Well.
They're the top coaches in football.
What does that really say about him? Because your coaching
development,
tree actually, they've adapted well to the new system.
They're young.
They're also younger.
They're younger.
Yeah.
And they're basically coming into, Nick Saban is what, 74?
Something like that. Started off at.
Yeah. Mario Cristobal's 53. Dan Lannon is what, 39 or 38?
The same age as Pat McAfee. I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of these guys are just way younger, and this is where those guys felt like college football should be anyway, right? And they can adapt to the landscape. Like, listen, we all know boomers, they're not adapting to nothing at this point. It's over. You know what I mean? It's like, it's over. It's my way. I don't care if if I'm lying, it's right because I said it. You know what I mean? Like, this is where they are. They don't care. So
yeah, he doesn't get a chance to manipulate and hoard people anymore. And I think he doesn't get a chance to manipulate those kids that come from necessity, right?
yeah,
Which happen to be not often, but happen to be a lot of times the black kids. I feel like
yeah.
his whiteness doesn't know how to take this. My bad, but I'm just putting
No,
it out
it's
there.
valid as hell.
No,
Like,
I
we're
mean,
talking
it's
about a
solid.
guy who has stories. This is why I laugh so much about him using a Ferrari as a reference to tap the brakes. We're talking about a guy who was known for showing up into these low income like neighborhoods with his
Yeah.
with his $400,000
thing is,
bright cherry red Ferrari.
you can't
Like,
Right.
you can't threaten that, hey, I'll send you back home and I'll ruin your life. You can't threaten that no more. And you got guys like Arian Foster, who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, had just played in one of the biggest games in college football and didn't have money to buy a pizza. And his coach pulls up in a $138,000 6 Series Mercedes and brings them box of pizzas and expect them to jump for joy. And Arian Foster said, it was that night I decided I was going pro. I declared for the draft the next day.
It was Mark Ingram. He was talking about it with the Ferrari. He was like, man, everybody, he's like, he shows up in this $400,000 or $500,000 Ferrari. And Mark at the time I forget what school he was talking about. He was contemplating besides Alabama. And he said Nick Saban, this is why he ended up going to Alabama, unfortunately. But he said, Saban said to him, he's like, well, if you choose not to go with me, I'll just go ahead and hop in my Ferrari and choose the next kid that I'll put in the system to go for 2,000 yards. And Mark Ingram was like, damn, I can't.
We need to move on before. See,
dude.
But listen, though. And that sale doesn't work anymore. He'll run for 2,000 yards, but these guys are going to give me $1.4 million a year. So, yeah, I don't care. And the only way you can stack a Mark Ingram and a Derrick Henry, and it was one more NFL running back.
I forget. It's
you had all of them on your roster at the same time. And two of them just sitting and waiting. You
got Derrick Henry going nuts.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore, right? You can't. You know, and he can say to go for 2,000 yards because you knew there was no other competition out there.
There's no other competition. You know, he has the best recruits in the, like, as far as O-line who have been gray shirted, red shirted.
Yep.
Like, been in the program. They're 25 years old as a sophomore. Like,
and listen, when Dabo was like, ask him about gray shirting, he was like, what's that? Go ask him. I just told you. Now you go ask Coach Saban what gray shirting is.
Bring him in on an academic scholarship. Yep. Bring him in on an academic scholarship. 4 years later, now he's on a athletic scholarship.
Exactly.
Already graduated, so he doesn't have to go to any classes during his term.
But now he's a redshirt freshman with a bachelor's degree already.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah. I need Saban to shut his ass up. That's what I need.
Carla, I can tell you're about to go nuts. What do you got to say? What do you got to say?
CO, come on. Let it go. Because I see it in your face.
You're about to let something loose.
So this is my problem. It's one thing for us, and when I say us, I'm talking about people that look like us.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing for us to think that you're racist. It's another thing for you to tell me that you are.
Yeah, because
the one thing that he has done through this whole campaign of going to Congress, every time I hear the man speak, I'm like, you realize you're telling us that you're racist, right? Because that's really what this is all about. You don't like the fact that these young, unexposed Black athletes who are extremely talented, but their lack of exposure allows them to be manipulated by people like you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's disgusting.
It's player development. No, this ain't got nothing to do with development. Because guess what? If I'm getting paid, that helps me focus in on developing even more than I ever did before.
Right.
Listen,
Right. I'm not hungry.
Hey, listen. I don't know about y'all, but 1.2 million, I'm focused like a motherfucker. You know,
man.
And here's the other thing, right?
Exactly.
Here's the
And
other
I'm
thing
not
that
hungry.
I don't
right.
that gets overlooked in the
And
conversation.
I can buy my own
It's
pizza.
not like we're asking for preferential treatment. We're asking for access and equality. That's it.
Bingo.
Like, why isn't that okay?
Listen, equity makes these people crash out. You made $100 million. A kid that's going to make 1.2 million and might be a first round draft pick, but even if he gets a career ending injury his junior year, he still gets to skate off with at least 2 million. That's enough to start a decent life, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and for the risk that you're taking, because playing football, you are going to get injured. And the thing is, for the risk that you taking, it's worth it. It's worth it. But the thing is why are they making money? We need to be the ones dictating. No, you don't need to be dictating anything. You coach football and stay your ass out my pockets. That's what you do.
Yeah, but again, you can't control.
There's
that part. And
there's
when
a
people
reason
can't
why he's
control something, it's really funny. Like when the person, what's the old saying? Like it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun.
Yeah.
You know, like what are we talking about? Like you all have made billions of dollars off these kids.
Yeah.
Billions.
In the words of Frank White on King of New York, you all got fat out here while we starve. You know,
it's so funny too because everyone almost dismisses or completely forgets his run at Michigan State and how horrible that was.
Yeah,
like that was before he went and was an assistant coach with the Browns and then came back to college football with LSU.
Yep.
His run with Michigan State was horrible. And the reason why is because that school is a basketball school, so the boosters aren't going to pump and funnel money into the program the same way an LSU or an Alabama is going to. He found his home in Alabama because they have nothing better to do than scream Roll Tide and care about the football program.
I don't give a damn about nothing but the Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
All right, Jay. What else we got?
We're going to move along. All right. So if you haven't been noticing, LSU and Ole Miss have been busy having a Jim Crow. They've been having a Jim Crow off thanks to Lane Kiffin. You know what I mean? Like, which school is the least racist? And it's been going on Twitter for weeks now, right?
So basically,
yes, you've been keeping us updated in the group chat.
They're both racist, but we want to know who the least racist is.
We want to know.
Well, we're less racist than you are, because
right. You got Mississippi had more lynches. Oh yeah. Well, you guys are named after a brutal your tiger
Confederate battalion.
Civil War battalion that was brutal to black soldiers and black people, and
wait, and I think it's important, like for anybody who's watching or who will watch, we are certainly not making light of the serious subject. It's the absurdity of what they're saying.
Absurdity. Listen.
It's a matter of the times of the absurd. This Sunday, we're going to have a caged fight at the White House. It is a sign of the times. Like that is where we're at.
Bro, listen.
That's where we're at.
It's not like you left Mississippi and went to California or went to somewhere in Illinois or Michigan or
no, you went to Louisiana.
You went to Louisiana. You went even further south, right?
Right.
You went to the state where they were literally shooting at black people just trying to leave, walk out during Katrina.
Yeah.
I think both of y'all should shut the hell up, right?
Just shut up. Why can't you just shut up?
Right.
You know, here's the thing. And like this says, the college football coach who suddenly and quite disgracefully left the University of Mississippi to become the head coach of Louisiana State University in November 2025, said in the article that the racist Iconography of Mississippi's flagship university made it difficult to recruit black students to the school. According to Kiffin, potential recruits would say, "Hey, coach, we really like you, but my grandparents aren't letting me move to Oxford, Mississippi." Now, do I believe they said that to him? Absolutely. But that's not why he left, right? Okay. Kiffin's comments place at least some of the blame for his move on the lack of diversity at Ole Miss, right? But his
they were just in the college football playoff.
Right, hold up. But his claims ring hollow. His actions before and since taking the University of Mississippi job haven't shown any care about diversity or the lack thereof in Oxford bother him. Instead, this just looks like virtue signaling to justify his controversial move to Baton Rouge, which is insulting to people actually affected by what the University of Mississippi represents and what they're still doing in Oxford right now. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's literally crazy. But here's my thing: you say things like that, and it's performative, right? And
yes, it's performative. Yes.
Unless you're going to stand on the things you say and really show that you're down with this, you know what I mean? Then you got to do something. So it says here. If Kiffin is going to argue that the racial climate of a state directly impacts his ability to recruit black athletes, then that standard doesn't stop at the Mississippi state line. As he probably knows, Louisiana is ground zero for last month's Supreme Court ruling that essentially gutted the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The state is currently working to eradicate black representation from its congressional delegation. At the same time, there's a groundswell movement calling for black athletes to avoid SEC schools because of the potential demolition of the Voting Rights Act. So if Kiffin is so concerned with recruits being turned off by the anti-black nature of state politics, he might want to hurry up and use his power to affect change. He may want to say something about preserving everyone's right to equal representation. But then this mother he apologizes to Ole Miss. I really apologize if anybody at Ole Miss or in Mississippi was offended by that. I was in a 4-hour interview. I was asked a lot of questions, a lot of things on Ole Miss, and Ole Miss has been wonderful to me and my family. I was asked questions
about
in recruiting, and I said a narrative that we battled there from some out-of-state black parents and grandparents was not wanting their kid to move to Mississippi. And as I said, it was said to him, but it wasn't a problem. That's a narrative that coaches have been fighting forever, and it wasn't calculated by bringing it up. So you were trying. It happened, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
In the comments, Jabari just said Nick slavery.
Nice. Okay. I love it.
Yes.
Exactly. So okay. This is why all of that rings hollow, right? Because I know that you all saw that little tidbit that I put in our group chat about who they just hired as a crisis manager for the SEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same old playbook that they've always
it's the same old playbook.
For our audience, his name is Jarvis Stewart. You can look him up. His picture will explain why he was hired. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I want to know why it's okay for them to talk about racism whenever they want. Mm-hmm. And it's always valid, right? But then when we want to talk about it, the people that are actually suffer racism, right? Then why y'all always got to be talking about racism? Y'all always want to talk about race.
What? I was just training a client who's a Jewish woman, and I told her, I said, it's not even the racism, it's the gaslighting. It's you sitting in my face and telling me you're not doing it while you're doing it to me. That's the angering part.
Yes.
It's like
that's the part that makes you be
yeah. I've accepted the shitty circumstances, but when I bring up the shitty circumstances, don't tell me that the circumstances aren't shitty when you just got done talking about how shitty they were.
That part.
Don't gaslight me, bro, because now we got a box. That's just who I am with it.
See,
You
you
know what I
always
mean?
want to fight. That's what I'm talking about with you. You
I
always
literally,
fight.
literally, I told her, damn all the talking. Let's just go outside and destroy each other. Let's just do that. Because that's why I am with everything. Because nobody wants to
That's
be
how men
honest
are.
no more. So let's just go outside and punch each other in the face till we can get this right. That's why I am with everything now.
Until we get this right. Okay.
Because it's too much. Or one of us go to sleep. Right? That's it.
Well,
so
that part.
I can't.
I always feel like people like probably like Ole Miss alum, they don't really see the racism, but like if like Jay and I always we don't watch Ole Miss. We don't support Ole
Liz.
Because it just feels like you could just
you are all out of character. You're like, whoa.
Like after 51 years of being charcoal black, another 30 of being very muscular and tall, right? It pains me. You've been to Mississippi with me and have seen cotton fields for miles, right?
Yeah.
You have been discriminated against in Mississippi because racism is everywhere. And you were discriminated against by a black person when they looked at you and said, we don't have no vacancies.
And I said, this is funny. I said, Jay, but I'm not white. He said, you ain't black. And that's all that matters.
Everything in Mississippi is black and white, baby. And maybe now a little Mexican.
So
back
then, no yeah, no.
She was like,
no.
but why
Liz,
I'm not even in this. You're in it now,
I thought I was until I went to Mississippi.
That's what I said. We're talking about Mississippi. They see the racism.
Right.
Well, Mississippi is predominantly black, but everybody who runs it is predominantly white. And that's by design.
You're not going to make this a political conversation because I have about that.
But this goes to me saying that this goes to me saying that her saying they don't see the racism. It's Mississippi. Stevie Wonder.
But you know how it is. You know how it is. Like, I'm sorry. There's like white people that are like, no, it's good here.
No, not in Mississippi.
You don't have issues.
Listen, now if you said in Eugene, Oregon, some people didn't see it, I believe you. Because
okay.
Mississippi, no, I can't go for that. Absolutely not. No.
None.
No.
Well, so I was talking specifically about like the alum from Ole Miss. Like maybe
it's in Oxford, Mississippi, where they just had a bunch of those kids screaming at black kids who go there with a hard ER at a protest. These were college students. How do they not see the racism? This is Oxford, Mississippi.
So I guess Lane Kiffin just put his earplugs when he heard that.
I think it's well, and as a person who has family in Tennessee and in the South, it's baked into their culture. So no, you Liz, there's a part of you that may be correct in that they don't recognize it, but that's because it's part of their culture.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like so they're like used to it. It's like
they don't understand why it would be offensive. What are you talking about? Why would
listen, I've literally had folks I've been going to Mississippi since I was a child. My father is from West Central Mississippi, born there in 1946. No, we are not about to do this. They know very well. It is not hidden. It is out in the open. We talking about
it's part of their culture.
And they are proud of it.
They are. Well, they also don't realize that they lost. I mean, that's the other thing.
I just don't understand why you're still able to fly the flag of treason and not go to jail, but that's just me. Because you get caught with a Nazi symbol in Germany, you're going to jail. But here you can fly a treason flag, so whatever. Anyway, I can talk about that. It
blows my mind when I see that shit up here. I'm like, bro, this is the Pacific Northwest. What in the world ties do you have to the Confederate Army? Like,
bro, this is Oregon. What the hell?
No, but you look at a lot of Oregon's history, like.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar. Hey, bro, I'm familiar. I've watched whole documentaries on that. So,
like, Oregon's history is wild when it comes to the racism up here. Like,
but it ain't Mississippi.
No.
There it's in your face in a different kind of way.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving along.
All right, yes, let's move on.
Moving along. College football, ESPN released college football's top 20 recruiting class rankings. We're gonna go through the first 5, and then I'm just gonna breeze through the last 15 on the list. At number 1, they got Texas A&M, who's spending a ton of bread.
Southern school.
It's crazy. Top defense.
Yeah, they already have 5-star commits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, top offensive prospect, offensive tackle Kennedy Brown. Top defensive prospect, defensive end Zyron 4-star. Mike Elko is tapping into his defensive roots with the Aggies.
Getting
2027
stacking
class.
defense.
Yep. Looking to reload a unit that was among the best at getting to the quarterback in 2025. 5-star edge rusher Zyron 4-star out of IMG Academy is not a hulking physical presence, but he has an explosive first step and plays with excellent pad level and strength at the point of attack. Yep. Caden McCarthy is another one who carries speed and range off the edge at 6'3", with 4.52 speed. Kamari Dorsey is a versatile safety who plays run coverage, and he can play man too. Rylan Henry, same thing at corner. Great ball skills. Jaquan Snell, long striding defender with range. So he's really doing his thing with this. So we're going to move to number 2. Number 2, the Oklahoma Sooners. Wow. All right, they dropped some bread. Top offensive prospect, Cooper Hackett. Top defensive prospect, Cooper Witten. After a disappointing 2024, Brent Venables was able to steer the Sooners in the college football playoff, in part thanks to the top defensive unit in the SEC. Working to build off last season's success, they continue to add talent that can help keep that unit a strength, especially in the front 7. We can skip that. Number 3.
I was going to say real quick. Their linebacker, Cooper Witten, that's Jason Witten's son.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. So it's just funny because he's playing on the defensive side of the ball.
And his dad's one of the best tight ends to ever do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Top offensive prospect for the Miami Hurricanes, wide receiver Nick Lanier, and top defensive prospect Dante Wright, cornerback. So they broke through again last season, appearing in the national championship game. Now comes the work for them to actually try to win it this year, right? So let's see what they do. Number 4, the Florida Gators. Lord knows they needed it. Top offensive prospect, offensive tackle Maxwell Hiller. Top defensive prospect, Jabil Smith. I don't know how to pronounce that. Regular name, people. They might have to fill out a job.
God. Stop.
April brought with a statement from the new Florida coach, John Sumrall, that success will start up front. His first big win leading the Gators was landing 5-star Maxwell Hiller, an offensive lineman who possesses a wealth of tools, blending toughness and flexibility with sound technique, and he can not only be an elite presence for them in the trenches, but as a contender to quickly be able to work his way into the mix upon arrival. Peyton Miller is the center. They picked up a couple more guys. Davin Davison is an in-state QB, 6'6" passer. Wow, he got some height on him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, number 5.
I'm excited for you to announce this top prospect.
The Notre Dame Fighting Irish is number 5, right? Top offensive prospect, Oluwasemilor Olubola. Offensive tackle. I think
that's
I sounded it out right. So you know he gonna get called Olu for short.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So nobody saying all that.
Top by the time they say that whole thing, that's the next play is going to be moving on.
Right. He's going to be Olu, I'm sure. Top defensive prospect, cornerback Xavier Hassan. Notre Dame's 2027 class leans into the program identity, smart physical defenders on the back end and true developmental sides up front with speed emerging at running back. The Irish continue to work their national footprint, pulling key players from the Carolinas, Texas, Florida, and New England. So we'll see. And then we're just going to number 6, the Clemson Tigers.
Oh, wait, hold on. So to answer your question, number 3 was the Florida Gators, and number 4 is the Miami Hurricanes. Ill's not here. I'm monitoring the chat. Go ahead.
Okay. Number 6, Clemson Tigers.
I was wondering.
7, the UCLA Bruins.
Ooh.
Okay. 8,
jumped up the list too.
Yep. 8, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 9, the USC Trojans. 10, the Michigan Wolverines. 11, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 12, the Oregon Ducks. 13, the Texas Longhorns. 14, the Auburn Tigers. 15, the Georgia Bulldogs. 16, Ole Miss Rebels. 17, right. 17, the California Golden Bears.
Right.
Yeah, so much of that Lane Kiffin bullshit, right? 17, the California Golden Bears. 19, the Virginia Tech Hokies. All right. Coach, I see you over there, Coach Franklin, getting busy. 20.
Bring Virginia Tech back. I love it.
The Washington Huskies.
Huck the Fuskies.
Yep, all day long.
So what do you think is notable on this list?
The amount of Southern schools still there.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got Ole Miss there. The school that Lane Kiffin couldn't recruit at. What I think was notable was Coach Franklin being in this. James Franklin, who got fired this season
from Penn State, right?
Penn State, and him already being in the top 20 in recruiting for Virginia Tech. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Bring Virginia Tech back.
Like, it was time for him to go. I'm like, it's only time for him to go if there's something better out there, and there wasn't. And then you see after how he was treated, how hard it was for them to find another coach. Nobody wanted to take their job after that. So that's very notable to me. The teams like the Georgias and the Oregons and all of those at the bottom, they didn't need much. They got so many returning players. So the people I expected to be at the top are at the top. And the Bruins have a great coach coming in from Signetti's old program. Signetti's old assistant there is coming to coach UCLA. So I expect UCLA, not to be a playoff team this year, but I got them finishing at 500.
That's Alabama's fall.
Huh?
I said, what do you think about Alabama's fall?
Who wants to live in Tuscaloosa when everyone can get paid?
Nobody. That's what we said. And
another reason that he's on the trail that he's on. That was my point.
Yeah. Thing is, like who the hell wants to go to Tuscaloosa when you can go to Tallahassee, Florida, you can go to Gainesville, Florida, you can go to Eugene, Oregon, you can go to Ann Arbor, Michigan, you can go to South Bend, Indiana, you can go to all these Syracuse, New York, you can go to all these places. Who the hell wants to be in Tuscaloosa, Alabama? For what? If I ain't guaranteed a national championship because we're just that much better than everybody else. That's not the case anymore.
Fall from grace on that one. They have completely fallen.
Yeah. And
the big
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the big thing too, why you're seeing a lot of these like the big schools, the Oregons, the Oklahomas. I mean, Oklahoma shot up, but Ohio State's, the Texases, the teams like that are dropping, is because a lot of them are sniping people in the transfer portal as opposed to getting these guys as young freshmen. They're letting these other guys develop them a year or two, and then are bringing them in off the transfer portal.
Yeah, because what a lot of these schools don't know, half of those guys are going to transfer to the bigger programs after their sophomore and freshman year anyway. So, there's that. Just a quick update. Brendan Sorsby, Cincinnati Bearcats, has been reinstated. He will be eligible to play the 2026 season.
Yep.
Minus the first two.
Minus the first two games. Yeah.
You know what, man? Word to Pete Rose, man. You know what I mean? Like, listen, it is what it is, man. You know, it's like, oh, we got to keep him out. Hey,
No, we don't.
whatever, bro.
No, we don't.
Whatever. Like, listen, this shit is the Wild West, and I'm glad it's the Wild West right now. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing: if coaches don't be getting paid through the roof, players should get paid through the roof. And yeah, he shouldn't have been betting, but it is what it is.
Right.
Cincinnati, like,
Right.
we need a quarterback. Y'all, listen. We need a quarterback. This is our guy. This is our quarterback. So who do we have to pay, or who do we have to put in the trunk to get our quarterback reinstated? So whatever they had to do, it happened, and
they got it done.
So also in the grand scheme of things, you know, it's not that bad, I guess. You know what I mean?
Gambling's
It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
well, Jabari said that's setting a bad precedent.
Mm-hmm.
Is it though? I mean, it is.
It's
but
interesting
it's not,
that he says that.
This was going to happen once you made gambling legal.
Absolutely.
And I can do it from my phone. He ain't the only one doing it. He just got caught. So what we gonna do? Boot everybody out, because then you're gonna lose a lot of guys if you think these guys ain't betting on themselves and betting on their teams.
Absolutely.
But
I'm like,
that's not even my issue, honestly, right? Because
what is it?
For those of us who we've talked about Gen X, we look at Michael Jordan as like the GOAT, and everybody knows he is a gambler, right? Those of us in Chicago know he's a gambler.
Himself. Right.
So
if you think Mike wasn't gambling on himself.
It's not even about the gambling. So I just have to read this, though. So Brendan Sorsby's lead attorney, this is what he said. And I quote,
I know. Just, yep.
This is a just result. He will continue in treatment, devote himself to his team, and educating others about the dangers of gambling addiction. And there is no damage to the competitive integrity of NCAA games. How the fuck was he able to actually put those words on paper? That's what I want to know. Because of course it affects the integrity of the game. What are you talking? I can't believe you said that. And then Mike also adds, this is a man who had over $20,000 gambling bets. That's beyond. He has a slight problem.
Listen. This is because there is nothing honest about the NCAA. You talking about one of the most dishonest, disingenuous organizations out here. So that's how he was able to say it. They don't care. They don't care as long as they get their pockets.
But it's horseshit, because here's the thing: the way that they framed it, it made it about the fact that he's going to get this clinical treatment and forcing. How about this? Forcing Sorsby to sit out would cause probable, imminent, and irreparable.
That's what I was just about to read.
His mental
That's
health
what the judge said.
And recovery progress. Are you shitting me?
I bet you.
But who gets those?
How about this? Those are the consequences of your actions. You knew
kidding.
What the rules were. You broke them, and this is the consequences of those actions. The problem is nobody has consequences anymore. That's the problem for me.
Who wants to ruin the life of a young white man?
I was like, are you? I was like, what?
Listen.
And then people
how much y'all want to bet?
You guys remember Todd Broderick or whatever his name is?
Listen. How much y'all want to bet he about to go right back to gambling this year?
Oh, absolutely. It's just going to be basketball. It's just going to be baseball.
Games.
So
he's going to get another phone so that they don't catch him with that app.
And he's going to have his homie do the betting for him.
Or his cousin, or his this or that.
If Carlson came down, he bet a parlay on himself, right? That he was
a call she bet. No kidding.
Just so you know.
Right.
So listen.
As a baseball historian, this kills me, because I've watched the MLB and learned about the MLB do heinous things to their players over the course of the over 150 years of its inception.
Yeah.
The MLB put a guy that was a step above special needs banned for life from any professional baseball. I'm talking about Joe Jackson. Like, banned him from ever being able to make money off professional baseball, that was probably the one way he was gonna make decent money in his life. From then on, he had to do random trades here and there through a depression era. But like, so you're gonna ban people like that. You're gonna ban Pete Rose for life when he wasn't even playing at that point. He's managing and only bet on his own team. All these other things.
Yep.
This kid just gets a slap on the wrist 2 games. Like, it kills me. It hurts my soul.
And that's my point. Where are the consequences for your bad decisions? I'm not even going to get into the Pete Rose. I mean, I thought he should have been admitted to the Hall of Fame and all that. But
all I'm saying is, we all knew Mike was gambling on himself, and nobody did nothing about it.
Well, you have to consider.
Was he doing that with bookies or with other guys in the league? Like, yo, I'm a average 30 this year. I'm average 35. Nothing y'all gonna do about it.
He was gambling the night before, and he bet, I'm gonna give your boy 55 tonight. And they bet, and then they say he literally walked up where their coach was. He said he had 50 at this point. He said, "Get that money ready." And they, and then dropped 55 and walked off the court. Give me I want my money. In
so
front
I think
of everybody.
The point is, Cozy, no, he was not using bookies, right?
That's what I'm saying. There's a
they talked about the fact that they had to pay him his money.
That's a completely different. That's That's privatized. That's between human. That's a private back room. That's different. A bookie when you got people like that's
a gambling addiction. And I've seen Mike out. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that he wasn't using bookies to bet on himself, and everybody knew. We was outside in Chicago then. We saw Mike regularly.
Okay, I wasn't even.
Mike had a real gambling problem.
Yeah,
Mike had. Listen, I never saw anybody with the gambling problem that Michael Jeffrey Jordan had. You know what I mean?
But
literally.
Jay, here's the
so
he was a professional. It's totally this kid right here. He at least Mike tried to do it undercover, right? I mean, and even by the time that it became a news story, he was the face of the NBA, so they weren't going to do anything to him,
right?
But this kid,
Brandon Sorsby, the face of the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Wait, what?
Like, how are you going to get other kids to stay in line when you realize all I got to do is run to court and get an injunction?
Listen,
that's my point.
Go get 2-3 months of treatment.
Look,
yeah.
Which is probably.
Let me explain something to y'all.
A swimming pool.
Wait.
Kids are in line.
He's been drinking tequila.
You have 18 to 25-year-olds making millions of dollars. Be happy they haven't killed anyone, right? Literally.
Well, that's true.
Look,
there's a couple incidents. That's why I'm like,
Here is my thing. Here is what I want us. Cozy, you still in your 20s, so I ain't talking to you right now. I'm talking to the other two here. I need us to stop expecting 30-year-old behavior out of kids and young adults. They're supposed to be stupid. Some are stupider than others. Some are
26 closer to 30.
But at the same time, listen, you're giving them. I liken this to the LL Cool J thing. He was 16 with $1 million. Just be happy he ain't killed nobody. You know what I mean?
Here's my thing.
I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying. That's not even my issue, right?
I get what you're saying.
Because my issue is the fact that there have to be rules. If there are no rules with consequences for your actions, then there are essentially no rules.
But see, there are rules. They just move the goalposts when it's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. You have to consider that it's in Texas. I think that's a very poignant point.
Oh, that's what the court was?
Yes, it was in Texas.
And so to your point, CO, and this is from an ESPN article, NCAA, as the organization continues to fight a barrage of legal challenges, heightening concerns among officials and coaches that rulings from local judges continue to undermine the NCAA's ability to enforce its own rules. So the rules are there.
Hey man, super conference me, please, so we can just get.
That's what I was about to say.
Just
this
super
is another reason why the NCAA is probably not going to be around for a long time.
Yeah,
Or,
because you set the rules with your super conference. If you break them, you know the rules. You're going. No, just set your super conference because the NCAA is a joke at this point. So I just wanted to end with that update. So we're gonna end there. We're gonna move along. That was my segue to Liz's out of bounds segment.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I saw it'll leave, so I don't think that we're gonna get my little out of bounds theme music.
No, he just told me to text him. I did.
Okay. All right.
Well, did y'all see with the Big 12 ADs boycotting versus Texas Tech? Y'all see what the
games versus Texas Tech? Yeah.
Why?
I think because of Zorsby? I don't know. Jabari, tell us why.
Nah, because I didn't see it. I missed that
either.
Oh wow. I didn't. Yeah, now I gotta go look that up.
Yeah, boycotts are discussed as Sorsby ruling pisses everybody in the Big 12 off.
But as it should. That's what I'm saying. Like at some point you have to go, dude.
Well,
they're making a farce of everything at this point. You placed over 20,000 bets, and you think you should only miss 2 games?
I
didn't know it was 20,000 bets.
20,000 bets. What are we talking about?
Do you know why he bet so many? Yeah, why there's so many bets?
Because he lost.
Because he was trying not to use a lot of money, so as not to get in trouble, like placing big bets.
You're using your name anyway. Like, oh my goodness, this just hurts my soul.
Now, why would you do this using your name?
What's his degree in? Like
that
what do you go to college for?
You ought to get banned for the season just for being dumb.
Just dumb as hell. Like, oh my god.
Oh,
you're placing these bets. You ain't got a cousin or a homie or nothing that could place these bets for you in their name with another phone that you paid
That's
for.
What, to my knowledge, from what I know, that's what all these guys are doing.
I saw him. Yeah.
From my knowledge, that's what all these different athletes are doing, is that they got guys or girlfriends or sisters or this or that are able to do it for them.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I'm not going.
With a pea brain would have thought.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready for out of bounds.
All right, out of bounds.
We're ready.
Coming right up.
Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. I just need some time to get away from all these rumors. I can't take it no more. My best friend said there's one I never meet, the girl next door.
That's my remix, y'all.
I love it.
Love it.
Yep.
Hey, all right, out of bounds. Okay, we kind of sort of started a little bit in the college frenzy. We're gonna bring it in. Let's see. So the first thing I have is Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay quarterback, is entering his last year of his contract. Let's see, and it was reported on June 5th, NFL.com. Negotiations have begun between Tampa Bay and Baker, but they are, and I quote, not anywhere close to a long-term contract extension. To make things more interesting, Baker and his people have set a strict deadline to stop all talks once training camp begins. And despite the impasse, Baker has expressed that his desire to remain as the quarterback for Tampa Bay and his love for the city. Do you think that Tampa Bay will move on from Baker? And do you think his strict deadline hinders him in any way?
No, I don't think it hinders him, because it's him saying, I don't want to think about this during the course of the season. I'm just trying to play ball.
Exactly. That's exactly what they were saying.
But it also
and I don't see them moving on from him either.
I don't.
Remember,
outside of that.
Like 2 weeks ago, we talked about this on the podcast. Like, if you wait too long, right, and he gets into the season and he has an incredible season,
now you're paying $50 million a year.
Now they are easily paying him $50 million a year, right? So there are pros and cons to them getting it done before the season starts, because he's already said, hey, once the season starts, that's it. We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about this.
It has a kick-ass
if we go on the run and I get busy, because
Yep.
Baker has been balling since he's been in Tampa Bay.
I was gonna say,
And if
like,
he has one of those years, I would get it done before the season if I was them.
So
Because
they
listen,
helps him more so than
yesterday's price. Hey, yeah, if he goes on the run, yesterday's price will not be today's price. You know
nope.
what that means?
That's
So
correct.
Like, and
get
if
it
we look
done
at the
now.
history of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, outside of that little stint for 2-3 years with Brady, what has their quarterback history been? Like, Baker's probably their best outside of the 2-3 year stint with Brady.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, you
I
can't let
agree.
the guy who's probably gonna end up leading your franchise in stats walk.
And then you know something else
No.
I looked at because I knew this was going to be one of our topics. Like, so he is right now the 16th highest paid quarterback in the league. There are 11 quarterbacks making 50 million or more right now. And there's also the ticking clock because the 2024 QB draft class, which is Williams, Daniels, Drake May, and Bo Nix, they become extension eligible next offseason.
next fall.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now they all of a sudden start shooting the price up. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
there you go.
You got to lock in your market price right now.
Because it's only
Yeah.
going to go up. And you figure,
Ooh.
here's the other thing.
Only way it goes down. Oh,
It's not like they're going to be bad enough where they're going to get a high draft pick, right? Where, like,
No.
next year you got some good quarterbacks coming out. They're
Right.
going to, if they have like a mid to good season, they're not getting a high draft pick.
only
Nope.
way it
Where
works out
I think they're
in
gonna get their
Tampa
quarterback.
Bay's only way that this situation works out in Tampa Bay's favor is if Baker gets injured during the course of the season. That's the only way.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but that's yeah.
And he was battling it all year last year. He was hurt. He played hurt all season last season.
Good.
But Baker's going to play hurt. He did that.
He's a gamer.
He did that. Yeah, he did that in Cleveland, and they shafted him. So Cleveland
They
deserves everything they're going through.
Man.
So I think they'll get him taken care of before the season starts.
And the
He's
Glazers are
31.
known for being a little cheap.
Yeah, it'll cost them way less if they do it now.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully they'll get it done. But for now they're nowhere close. All right. Let's see. I have Denver Broncos. Jonathan Cooper is a linebacker, and he was held at the Douglas County Jail in Colorado on suspicion of, guess what? Guess.
Seems to be
Domestic.
what they're all getting arrested for these days: domestic violence.
Say choke a hoe out.
This
Like,
is sad.
Wait,
So
but
this was
then
actually
Jay dropped in the
interesting.
group chat, "These hoes be lying."
Oh my god!
But did I lie though?
Right, right.
No, you did
This
not.
is the go. I listen. If I had
this is the playbook.
hold up, if I had $10 for every time I heard one of my homies that play pro basketball or pro football, I heard a chick tell them, "I ruin your career. I say you assaulted me. I say you SA'd me. I say this like, listen, these hoes be lying. Listen, I am not the believe all women do. I'm not that dude. I don't believe me half the time, so I definitely ain't believing shit you say. You know what I mean? Like they be lying because that's the handbook they go to now.
I
Because
would say
now
it's
all you need,
304s be lying. You see the chat?
all you need is the Jabbar. He right. All you need is the accusation. Like he don't have to be guilty. All you have to do is say it.
Well, that's
and
true.
once you say it,
So this one's
Right.
actually
Who's your
interesting. He was charged with he was arrested on suspicion of criminal mischief with a domestic violence enhancer. So let's see.
sounds like a shaky case from the jump.
what the
Yes.
hell does that even
So
mean?
he was formally booked Friday morning. He's scheduled to appear court. Let's see. The Broncos said they're aware of the matter, but
Are
they're
taking
waiting for
any
more
validity.
information. Yeah, and then so criminal mischief is the intent, because I was like, what is this domestic violence enhancer? So criminal mischief is the intentional or reckless damaging, defacing, or destruction of property belonging to another or shared property. A domestic violence enhancer is not a separate charge, but a legal tag added when the property crime is committed against a current or former intimate partner as a method of coercion, control, or revenge.
So he threw her shit out off the top balcony.
Hold up.
He kicked her out of his house. He threw her shit out.
He threw her shit out the top balcony.
Okay, so
I can't.
hold on. So the girlfriend actually was accusing him of cheating. So she took his phone, threw it, and then of course he retaliated by taking her phone and threw it. So she was actually arrested too. Surprise!
Poetic justice. Look at that.
Arrested. Yeah, there you go. So yeah,
whoever get the phone first, the other one go in the jail.
That's right.
Right. 911 first.
So yeah, she grabbed his cell phone and threw it against the wall.
He grabbed her.
And I guess he grabbed hers and threw it too because they said 2 phones were damaged.
He probably was paying for them both, so they probably
he didn't give a shit.
Oh my god.
My lord.
So the petty criminal mischief is something that is less than $300, like in damages, whatever. So anyway, we'll see. But these people need to learn how to communicate.
Dude, this smells straight out of the gold digging, bag chasing playbook right here. Like, this is so. It just smells.
So Cozy, tell me how you really feel, damn it.
It just smells like this is bullshit. Like, it's one thing if we see Ray Rice, we see a video of him dragging her through the shit.
After he knocked her out.
That's a whole different thing. Blah 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 blah. His phone's destroyed, her phone's destroyed. I'm like, all right, this like Jay said in the past, they just do this shit. That's just their relationship. That's what they do. It's not tabloid necessary. It's not front page news. It's just some people. And this is not based on race or anything. Some people just got ghetto relationship.
How much you want to bet that they got out of jail and when they slept in the same bed?
Oh, dead ass!
Bro, I have no doubt.
Charleston White's my favorite on that because he says, man, because he's talking when he was talking to Cam Newton, he's like, it's hard pressed for me to see you like whoop it on your girl, Charleston. He was like, then one of us, jail or hell. What like
jail
someone, one of us is gonna die, the other one. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. Now your family's gonna be crying. I'm gonna be in jail, and that same chick's gonna be throwing money on my commissary on my books.
Right.
Wow.
And they told him, like, listen, don't you approach no man about his woman. You can call the police, but don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
I agree with that.
Don't do it. Don't you approach no man about his woman. Now, if it's a random woman, I get it. But about him and his woman are having a spat, mind your business.
Keep it pushing.
Call the police. Be a good citizen and a good reporter to the police. That's it. You saw what happened to Buddy about 2 weeks ago. He ain't here no more. He ain't here no more. It's not my job to protect you from your decisions, especially when I don't know you. You chose that man, he chose you. Good luck. I will call the police for you though. Because here's the thing. If I go help you and something happened to me, my family not gonna understand that. Namely, my wife ain't gonna understand that. You know?
Yeah, I mean?
So that's what Charles is saying. He's like, now your mama crying. Now your kids don't have a dad to come home to. Like,
because you couldn't mind your damn business.
Listen. I'll put it out there. No, my husband cannot clean the snow off your car and cannot shovel your driveway. Sorry. Because what if he throws out his bag doing that for you? Then who's gonna clean my car? Unless you're like an older woman, then of course.
We understand, Liz. We get it. We know there's some caveats.
Listen.
Anyway.
It is what it is, man. And I don't want to clean y'all shit anyway. So
there you go.
All right, what else we got, Liz?
All right, so yeah, that's them. I'm sure they'll work it out or not, whatever.
We'll see.
Anyway,
they worked it out. They slept together that night. I guarantee.
Guaranteed. Same bed.
For sure. All right, I'm gonna move on to Shannon Sharp You know, everybody knows who Shannon Sharp is.
I'm
14 seasons.
Hmm.
As a football player, tight end, one of the best, 3-time Super Bowl champion, gold jacket wearing
Gold jacket.
member. Yeah. It has two popular YouTube shows, Nightcap and Club Shay Shay, affectionately known as Unk. His sexuality has been questioned again in the past due to the way he dresses, often obviously tight-fitting clothes, and the way he speaks. I'm not really sure about that one. I don't know if it's because he has a slight lisp.
He has a lisp.
That's why. Oh, really? God, that's so dumb.
That is so.
Okay.
That is
so ignorant.
Stereotypical.
So
what the fuck?
Yeah. When they said that because of the way he speaks, I'm like, I've never seen him speak. I'm like, the lisp? Oh, okay. Anyway.
That is.
Well, none of them say that to Shannon's face, though.
No, dead.
Right. So he has denied that he is gay or bi, but now the most recent one is due to the creative director named Royce Styles' ex-girlfriend leaking photos and videos from Royce's phone, seemingly exposing a secret relationship with Shannon. So Royce Styles has publicly denied the rumors.
These hoes be lying because Royce Styles came out and was like, dude, I'm straight. I am straight. This is just a bitter ass chick. And then the picture she showed, right? I'm sorry, Liz, not to cut you off. The picture she showed in this room. The picture she showed in this room, she showed a picture of Royce sitting on one bed, Shannon sitting on another one. Shannon's clearly looking at and examining something else. And then somebody looking at a pair of sneakers in there, and then later on cut to a shot of Royce in the bed by himself naked with his peen out. For all we know, she took that picture. It was in her phone, right? Shannon wasn't nowhere around that. Also, what the hell does it matter? Why? Somebody just got mad at me the other day. I said, because men obsessed with the things other grown men do is weird to me. Right? This obsession with whether and it was over Caleb Williams Madden 27 cover, the deluxe edition with the painted nails. I said, this man done told y'all 5 million times why he paints his nails. Right? And y'all still can't get it through it. Men don't do that. No, you don't do that. Hell, I know a lot of the dudes that I grew up and that raised me, they got manicures and wore clip polish on their nails, right? But these were men. These were hardworking, blue-collar men who worked hard, right? So at the same, what are we talking about, bro?
Because it'll be the same person screaming screaming this gay bashing, anti-homosexual garbage that'll be shirtless, sweaty after a workout or something like that, hugging the dude they were just working out with in the locker room.
Right.
And you know, and that's dead ass though. They're like, depending on how you look at anything can be gay. It's reality, and whatever lens you look through it is how you perceive it.
Yeah,
right.
Gav, I'm starting to feel like a lot of this projection from other dudes, because it's like I don't understand the obsession from grown men. What other grown men do with their peen? I've never understood it. Right? I'm like, okay, let's say in a world, Unc is gay. How does that change any of these people's lives?
Who cares?
It's a matter of jealousy because he can get away with it and still be famous or whatever the case may be. Whereas if they were to come out or be found out that they were on the DL, now all of a sudden their life blows the hell up.
But bro, we're in a day and age where nobody freaking cares, bro. Like literally, and that's what somebody was like, "Oh man, you know this getting out of hand." I said, "Listen, it's really not. They've been here. They're just more open than they've ever been because the world is changing. And guess what? Again, don't fight the future. It's coming."
I agree.
I'm like, it is what it is. And look, people should be able to live out loud and be whoever the hell they are, bro. Like, if that's who they are, that's who they are. Leave them the hell alone.
Listen.
Dude, I agree, but you're talking to someone who works at a liberal nonprofit that's predominantly queer. It is a wildly different environment. I could say that.
I believe it. Yeah. So listen, Michelle didn't complain in that other video that
Nope,
was
she
leaked
showed
by
didn't.
Shannon.
She showed didn't. About, oh, he leaked that on purpose because. So you mean he
Maybe.
was like, how do I prove to people that I'm not gay? Let me leak this video. It's
I
like,
honestly don't think
dude,
he's sitting
y'all
around thinking about
unimportant
that.
asses, not us. I'm talking about just people. Y'all unimportant asses think way too highly of yourselves. The
That part.
internet is
Right.
not a real place. Go outside, touch grass. It's cool. Take your ass outside and get off your damn phone because it's like, oh, I don't like this person because you don't even know this
That
person.
nope.
I can't spend time not liking people that I don't know unless they doing some racist, hateful, bigoted shit or touching kids. Then I don't like
Right.
you. Other than that, I don't even. Oh, you mad? I don't even know you to be mad at you. I would have to give a shit what you thought to be mad, and that's why a lot of people on the internet get. Oh, you? I'm not mad. We're having a conversation, bro. Like you're angry because you let this shit get you angry. If I was that angry, I'd just pull up on you and beat you the fuck up. But I'm not that angry, right? So we're having a discussion, and at the end of the
I'm gonna count how many times you beat people up during this podcast, and I'm gonna give you a total
because
at
I'm
the
sick of
end.
Just a
listen.
counter up in
And
the
I wish
corner.
those people that be messing with him online, I'm like, why do they keep bothering him? Just please stop
Listen,
Is
bothering
just riling.
I feel like the comedian Tony Baker that be like, I'm sick of
him.
it. I'm sick of
That's
all of
his
it.
reaction.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick. It's like people sit around and try to these parasocial relationships. They sit around and try to super sleuth other people's shit. If Shannon is gay, so what?
Who
If he's not,
cares?
Dude,
so what? What does it
Listen,
change
listen.
about your
You know
life?
what?
people just don't have
You're not gonna stop. You're not gonna stop watching Club Shay Shay because he does really good interviews with
all
like
types of folks.
really relevant people, all types of folks, and you're not gonna stop watching Nightcap. You're not.
But
I'm
you know,
not.
Unc
part of
Unc and
that,
Ocho are hilarious.
part of that
I love them together. Yes.
is him. They've been on this ever since he said, I don't want none old but my money. That's it. He likes younger women. And
Okay.
after that, he was gay. So you know it's a
That's the
certain
dumbest thing I've
sexual
ever heard
That's
in
the
my life. Are you
craziest,
How do you
serious?
like that's
equate?
the craziest
How
one
do you come to
to
that? How do you come to that conclusion?
because, look, CO, come
That's
on,
my
don't act
Michelle.
like you know y'all don't see this certain group of the bitter banshees when you don't fit their little square or circle. Now they go through the internet trying to comb it and shame you. And then listen, I've been a victim of that when they can't shame me because it's like I don't want to sleep with you, I don't want to date you, I don't want to hang out with you. I was like, I'm going on 27 years of marriage. Chicken ain't nothing you can say to me that I give a damn about. Now I'm gay.
Oh, well, okay. So I'm going to be honest with you, right? Well, I'm always honest with you,
Mhm.
but
Mm-hmm.
I hear about you telling me people like that because I don't know people like that. I do not have time for that dumb
I
shit.
don't either, but they all over the
It's
internet.
all over the place. Just in comment
Yeah.
threads, just in this and that. Like
In real life,
Oh well,
I know
like no,
you.
I will grant you that. Like some of the things that you post
Yeah.
about, and then I hear you going off, and then I have to go look and read to see whatever the hell it is you're talking about because I usually don't know.
Right.
And then I see you and this other, and then I start reading, and I'm like,
ah,
oh, you sound dumb. And then I'm like, why are you talking to these people?
Yeah. I don't even know
Because
why he entertains them.
this is where my days lead me. I don't know if God has a sense of humor to put me in front of the remedial, but this is where I end up.
Yeah.
Pray
And I
for
don't
me.
engage people enough online to know that.
I
So
don't
it's like
even.
I don't know who
But
these
I don't either.
other
But
people
here's the
are.
thing 15 people can say one thing. When I say it, everybody rushes to look at what I said and assault me in my comments. But I'd be like, they said
You
the
know
same
why,
thing.
right? Wait, you know why,
Why?
right? Because you're
Why?
a black man.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even, that's not it. I'm just a dude with an
CEO.
opinion.
it's because you
Yeah,
react.
but here's the difference about your
It's because you
opinion and
react.
for people who don't know
Mm-hmm.
you online, and probably a lot of our viewers don't. The thing
Mm-hmm.
about you that pisses people off is if is they think, because they see you visually, they think they know who you are. They have no idea that you read as much as you do. You know data, you know facts, you know stats. So then they
They
start to
just think I'm a
engage you,
big dumb
and then
weightlifter.
you throw facts at them. And because they didn't realize that you were smart, then they mad and they just start throwing out insults. It happens every time.
When all
Every
else
time.
fails. When all
Every
else
time.
fails, insult. Mm-hmm.
Listen, and she catches so many strays, Gav. It's
Yeah,
not
she
even
catch a
funny.
lot of strays.
And she don't even have nothing. She just be catching strays, bro.
It'd be like, let me guess, it'd be the classic, like, how could you be married to him? Blah, 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 blah. Like some
Right.
bullshit like
No.
that.
What Jay gets is you don't like black women. You don't like black women.
Oh, my
You
Lord.
don't
married
like us anyway.
Oh, my Lordy. This shit is.
It's bad.
So,
and this is why
Oh, I'm sorry. We
I
ain't
feel
got
the
all
pain.
off topic.
it's okay.
So,
This out of bounds.
this whole segment is off
Exactly.
topic.
So I was trying to bring us back because I know
Okay.
we have another segment to go to. But Shannon has not responded publicly, and I hope he doesn't.
nor will he.
He should.
It doesn't have the credence.
He doesn't. Please don't, because there's no reason for it. People are still going to watch your show. Even the people criticizing you or calling you gay are still going to watch your show because nobody wants to be left out. They're still going to watch both shows. Nobody wants to be left out.
And like you were saying, earlier, we're in a. I was gonna say, like you were saying earlier. Oh yeah, facts. But like he was saying earlier, like they were at a time and place where people don't care. I mean, there will always be those certain subsects and those certain communities that care for no other reason than just
because
that's the way they were raised and taught, and just pure ignorance.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, yes, exactly. Like it's exactly. We're at a point where like, even if he was, who gives a damn? Like, who gives a damn?
Okay, now, like, because now what? So what happens? What happens now?
Just so you know.
What happens now? What'd you say?
I just text Ill so you guys know, because he said, "Please let me know when you're ready." Okay, cool. So I was just letting him know.
Oh we're ready. Well, you know, we keep talking until he's ready.
I know until he's ready, because he's working.
But yeah, so that basically was out of bounds. But
nice segment, Liz.
Thank you. Thank you.
I you know what? I gotta bring my energy down because I've been going in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've been beating up so many people this show.
I told him it's so much better when we're both drinking. I was like, Jay, haven't you noticed we have better shows than both of you when you and I are both drinking?
He is drinking. Aren't you drinking wine?
Oh, I killed that. I ate the pineapples and everything.
Oh, I'm definitely not drinking wine.
Okay.
Oh no, I was drinking tequila yesterday, so I'm keeping it light today. Yeah, that was me in the studio yesterday. Not today though. Because I gotta be up. I gotta be in the gym at 5 today. So yeah, it's a no go.
Terrible.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Good. He got the text.
Yeah. So yeah.
We got it.
Yes.
So he got it.
Tell us about your nephew Jay going to see. What does he play?
Oh, so my nephew started out with my homie Davion, who they have a whole facility out in St. Charles, Illinois, that they train high school athletes in, and he's going into his junior year. So he plays defensive end and outside linebacker. He's also played some offensive line too, but. I think when he goes to college, just because of size, he's going to end up playing middle linebacker or outside and inside linebacker. But he damn near they killed him the first day. He was my sister.
However, he did not throw up.
He didn't throw up though. I was like, hey, I said, hey, when he throws up in the bucket, I need that photo because I'm posting it.
Yeah.
Gotta get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, nigga get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. Motivation, haters better get on your job, tell them haters get on your job, nigga. It's motivation. Sucker nigga, get on your job. If you hate, get on your job, nigga. You can look me in my eyes, see I'm ready for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me.
So we are on to the NFL. Is everybody ready?
Let's get it.
Let's get
Okay,
it.
since I missed last week because I was sick, I'm going to remind our viewers that we are covering the NFC South. So because we agreed, 2-3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
we were going to go division by division and talk about every team because we're different and we actually talk about real football. So we decided that our next division was going to be the NFC South. So I sent you guys my notes, and you know the order that
I'm looking at them.
Now I'm going to say something. The NFC South is the definition of below average.
Yeah,
For the
they're
past,
rough.
Man, that's
oh my
harsh.
God, since
Yeah.
2023, the combined record of all four teams is 85 and 119.
Damn.
The
Wow.
Trash can.
Panthers won the division last year with an 8-9 record. And oh, by the way, 3 teams had an 8-9 record: the Panthers, the Bucks, and the Falcons.
Oh,
We're talking about teams that have skill position guys and nothing else.
And nothing else. And for the most part, I'm just going to say it, bad coaching. And I like tackles.
We got some new coaches we got some new coaches in division this year, though.
We're gonna get to that. You're right.
We'll see.
I'm just talking about it historically, right? The past 3 to 5 seasons, it's been below average.
I mean, Ron Rivera took the Panthers to a Super Bowl, and
It's
still does blows my mind. Still blows my mind. Still.
First, heading into 2026, every NFC South team, I will say, they tried to make some aggressive moves in the offseason to improve their weaknesses. So I'm going to start with the Panthers because they won the division last year via a tiebreaker with the Bucks, and then they pushed the Rams in the wild card. I think they played better in that game than people thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was one of their best games of the season, even though it was a loss.
Yes, it was.
Bryce Young looked
nice.
nice.
An abysmal projection, by the way.
I know. So their projected total for 2026 is 6-11.
As a division winner, they get a tough schedule. They get a tougher schedule as a division winner.
They are getting a really tough schedule.
They're getting bulldozed by the NFL. That's tough.
So they have the 3rd hardest. They rank between the 3rd and the 10th hardest, and they have 8 games this year against teams that posted a winning record last year, which are the Bears, the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Packers, the Eagles, and the Steelers.
All playoff teams.
And then on top of that, it gets better. They have a very early week 5 bye.
Ooh.
And so they have to play 13 consecutive games to close the season.
Ooh.
And they're in Carolina. And they're in Carolina, where almost everything is a long flight, unless it's down south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have 3 primetime games in 2026. They host the Lions Sunday night, week 4.
Home game. That's good.
I
mean, at least it's a home. At least it's a home game. Okay,
it gets better. You ready? They travel to Lambeau Field for a Thursday night in week 8.
Oh, early turnaround off a long flight. Yep, that's no.
And then they travel to face the Bucks Monday night, week 12.
They could win that one.
That one's not bad. Not a long flight. It's a longer week because it's a Monday gate.
Right? That's the thing. Their bye is so early.
Week 5 is so heinous.
Week 5 is early for a bye.
Damn.
Oof. What I am going to say, and I didn't even get to the end of the division yet, where I'm like, who's going to win the division? I can tell you this: the Panthers are not winning the division this year.
Yeah, that's a tough outlook. I think they'll put up numbers. I just don't know. I'm with you. I don't know if they'll win these games. I don't know if they've got the guys with the experience and the defense to win these games.
And you figure, even if they signed, right? They signed Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd.
Yep. Rasheed Walker on the
draft. Monroe Freeling, Lee Hunter,
Chris Brazell as a wide receiver. That's what's fun about the Panthers is that they have top receiver picks in all of the last 3 drafts. And so they've got young receivers that are going to continue to get better and work with, and only have been working with Bryce Young. So I think the passing game will look nice. I think the passing game will look nice because they've got Tet, they've got Xavier Legette, and then now they just picked up Chris Brazell and Jimmy Horn Jr. last year that they picked up out of last year's draft too. So it's a bunch of young receivers.
I forgot they got Jimmy.
Yeah.
And so they got a bunch of young receivers. This is the year, like I said, we were kind of talking about it before. This is the year that they're surrounding it around Bryce. Like, okay, you got us to the playoffs. Yeah. Now we're going to start giving you some weapons. Now we're going to invest in you. And like they brought some big additions on the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Phillips boosted their pass rush crazy.
I think they overpaid for him, but he was huge.
But it's Carolina. You're gonna have to overpay to get free agents. It's an unfortunate game, but it is what it is. It's not a free agent destination the same way a New York, or unfortunately, like a New York or a Chicago, any West Coast team. Like it's just not the same.
I think that they have Cozy, I think they have good talent, right? They have good skill players. The schedule is going to kill them.
The schedule is going to be a rough one. They
might pull out one or two of those though. They might.
The issue is, and this is what I'm always looking at with teams like this that are especially 13 games in a row, people are going to get injured, nicks and bruises. You're going to be without guys for some of these games. They don't have the depth for that. They don't have the depth. Their offensive line is what they got. I mean, they're already coming in with a tackle coming in on IR, with their starting tackle on IR. Like they drafted Monroe Freelings to who he's going to come in as a rookie, but that's a rookie. Like, so I mean, it's just it's going to be a long season for Panther fans. That's tough.
It's going to be a very long season, and like I said, I they'll probably be better next year than they are this upcoming.
It's just unfortunately winning the division. Unfortunately, winning the division last year was the worst thing they could have done.
It was absolutely the worst thing that could have happened to them because now they got that schedule.
It's going to be a year, unfortunately, of stunted development as far as the franchise is concerned because the NFL schedule just is going to decimate them.
Yep. No, you're not wrong.
Oh, well.
So next on my list, we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You all see their projected win total right now is 9-8. Remember, this is the NFC South.
Better than 6-11.
Right. The NFC South.
I mean, and they're
projected to win the division with that 9-8 record. Now, obviously, their weakness last year was, can you say, dreadful defense, and a pass rush that only generated 37 sacks for the entire season. So
that defense was aging
for
out.
me, this is a make
a lot of them. A couple people retired.
Bowles. Let's talk about Todd Bowles because he's supposed to be the defensive guru.
Yeah.
Now all of his guys, Levante David's out. He retired. You lost a couple other guys. Like now the guys you came up and brought up on your defense are gone. You got to start all over.
And then they lost.
Yeah, we watched them get
go ahead.
old last year.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said we watched them get old last year.
Yes.
Like it was literally happening in real time.
In real time. They lost 2 games, guys. I'm going to remind you of this. They lost to the 3-10 Saints 24-20. You remember that game last season? They weren't supposed to lose that game. They were supposed to win that game. I
think it was a 14-point spread.
Yes. Then they blew a 14-point lead with 10 minutes left against the Falcons. They were 5-9.
That's the problem with the that's the scary thing about the NFC South is it's a bunch of skill position players and weak defenses. So a 10-point lead can just be erased so quick because you're dealing with Bijan Robinson.
And I go back to
dealing with Alvin Kamara.
I'm sorry. Weak coaching.
This goes back to what I said. We watched them get old on defense last year.
No, but wait a minute. Why do we think that they're going to win the division this year? Well, they signed even though Ill's not with us, one of his favorite players in Ruben Maine Jr.
Ruben gets drafted. They add Alex Anzalone out of Detroit. So now they got a top linebacker that they're able to immediately replace.
A new offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson.
Ashawn Robinson is going to come in and play the D line.
Yep.
Yeah, and Bain Jr. is going to pay dividends right away.
Yes, he is.
Off the rip, like we're looking at a defensive line. So I'm just kind of looking at what the starting like 7 inside 7 box is going to look like. You got Kalijah Cansey on the D end, along with Ashawn Robinson, who they just signed this year, and Vita Vea, because this is a team that plays a 3-4 historically. And so then off the outside linebacker spots, you've got Ruben Bain and Yaya Diaby, along with Josiah Trotter and Alex Anzalone up the middle. So you got youth and athleticism all across that front seven. And Vita Vea's absolute monster of an ass.
Wait, and I'm going to add one more thing, and then Jay can go. The Bucks have the 12th easiest schedule.
Oh yeah, they definitely win it.
They win.
But the thing is, and that's why I was when I saw Tampa, I was like, they've gotten better on defense. I'm like, because I was watching these guys play last year. I'm like, man, they just old. They just old. And that decline, me knowing physicality and mechanics, we're just watching them. Once you lose 1 or 2 tenths of a second, you look 10 years older than everybody else on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That 1/10 of a second can make you look crazy out here, right?
When you're on a field with the rest of the 1% athletes in the world, absolutely.
Yeah. It'll make you look that one step will make you look crazy. So, and I was watching, it's like, man, they suck. I'm like, nah, man, they just aging out. Like sometimes, shout out to the guys who know to get out before they become the punch drunk boxer in the ring, getting smacked around. And a lot of times we see guys not know, they the last to know. And that's what was happening with that defense. And now, but I'm glad that their front office knew that and they instantly got better.
Yeah,
instantly reshaped it because they lose
youth. I think too though. So here's another interesting thing, right? Since Mayfield got to Tampa in 2023, in weeks 1 through 6, the Bucks have a 12-5 record, third best in the NFL. But weeks 13 through 18, they've gone 12-6.
I think a lot of that has to do with the health of Baker Mayfield at the end of the season.
That's what I was gonna say. His injuries.
So here's I'm gonna go. I don't dislike him. I know it's gonna sound like that, but I don't. So Todd Bowles, his ceiling in wins, you want to know what it's been as a head coach?
11.
10 wins. He's never won more than 10 wins in his entire career.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
That's considering like the Jets. Yep. So I think that also, like, this really is going to be a make or break year for him.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Not that I'm advocating for someone to lose their job.
I think
jobs on the line.
Jobs on the line. Jobs on the line for him for sure. I think one of the biggest issues with the Buccaneers and part of why they have such a horrible record to close the season out the last few years is also the same thing of they're not making those same adjustments that other teams are to maybe camouflage or hide or change their scheme. So like they're coming out and trying to hit
creative.
They're trying to come out and hit the same things. It's like kind of like what I heard about before. It was gosh, what coach was it? It was who was the coach of the Jets when Le'Veon Bell was there?
See, I'm
going to say, but anyway, Le'Veon Bell's there. Anyway, he's Le'Veon Bell there, and he said, "Man, I promise you, every single time we got to if it was 2nd and 9, you bet your ass he's calling dive every single time." And it's that type of thing in the NFL that that you see that more consistently than you would think. You like where people just hit that tried and true. This is what's worked for me all the way going up, all the way coming here. I'm going to rock with it till I'm get thrown out the door.
So here's what I want to know. Talking about the Bucks here, I want to hear your thoughts, you and Jay. So he's never won more than 10 games. For comparison, in Liam Cohen's first year with the Jags, he inherited a 4-13 record, and he won 13-4 last year, winning the AFC South. Do you think the Bucks are going to regret letting him go? Because he came from the Bucks.
Yeah, maybe. That's tough. That's one of those like hindsight's 2020 decisions, though. You know, like that's such a tough one to go back and be like, we should have stuck with him.
It could have went the other way too.
Wait, what'd you say, Jay?
because it could have went the other way too. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Like
It could have.
It just
if Trevor Lawrence gets his one of his long ass legs snapped and this and that happens, all of a sudden that 4-13 team is 4-13 again. Like that's what I'm just saying. Like it's things like that happen. Like it's so hard
there's
to
so
judge a
many
singular thing when it's like,
so
dude,
many mitigating factors
one injury
that
can
go
wreck
into
a whole
this.
season, and it's not even a coach's
No, you're
fault.
right. You're right.
Like look at Robert Saleh the first year he's in New York. It's supposed to be the year the Jets are back. Jets, Jets.
Yeah.
Third play of the game,
The Jets.
Aaron Rodgers blows his entire Achilles out.
Yeah.
And now the season is scrapped.
Yeah, I was like, did he even make it through a whole series? I don't even remember if he made through a whole
No,
series.
it was the third play of the game. Comes out running with the American flag. Da 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 da.
Oh,
MetLife. I love
Yes.
you. Third drop back of the game. There goes his Achilles.
So we know, like, in the injury curse is real in the NFL. Like the right
It's a
injury
thing,
happens
like-
to the right player, and your season is derailed.
Coaches get just as lucky as players do, like inheriting a certain team or inheriting like any coach that takes over the Browns, the Jets, the this or that, they're doomed for failure. It's situations like that. Like you're not gonna succeed simply because
It's
your
where
front
coaches
office.
go to die.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of like when you got to go to the Jets and deal with Howie Roseman as your owner and like you're just like, yeah, we're just gonna scrap this. We're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna do anything.
So I'm going to move on to our next team, which are the Saints, and they are a hard team to like judge. Right, their projected win total is 7-8, but they could be a breakout team. They could be.
A lot of it hinges on the shoulders of Tyler Show. I really do believe
that in Brendan Staley's defensive scheme, because their
Tyler
defense
Show
is not bad.
Brandon Staley's garbage trash bags to me. He should be coaching JUCO somewhere, in my opinion. If you are the best, you are a defensive guru, this and that, and you have those
he had
players.
a top 5 pass defense last year.
If you had but my thing is like you had those players and what you're dealing with in LA, and you had like a 26th ranked defense total with that team, like a couple years in a row. I don't have anything. I don't want anything to do with you, dog. You have Khalil Mack. You have Joey Bosa. You got Derwin James. You got guys
so you're talking
all
about
across.
his tenure before he came to the Saints. I think.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Coaches play the same cards. Coaches rarely change. They are built and brought up the same. They're built and brought up the way they are brought up. They hinge on their playbook that they've been building for 10, 15 years. That is what they run.
Nick Saban.
Right. I have tried to like the Saints for years. Don't like nothing about them. Don't like the franchise. And they ain't never done nothing to me. I'm just like, I just watched them, and it may have been that Sean Payton was there for so long.
I think that's what because that's what it is for me. Like I haven't, I do not like Sean Payton.
Like literally, I'm gonna be real with you. When I see the Saints, I turn my TV. I do.
I don't know. I still hold a grudge from the Blackout Bowl and their faulty ass electrical. Personally.
Yeah,
So you're saying it wasn't a coincidence?
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was coincidence or not. Whether someone pulled the plug on purpose or if it was just the fact that they couldn't handle what was going on.
Right.
Screw them.
Y'all know.
Well, I will tell you this. This is why the Saints. The Bucs are absolutely my favorites to win the division. Let's just start with that.
They're the only team with a guy that's had MVP chatter at quarterback.
Well, not only that, I was going to say the second part of that is the Saints have the second easiest schedule in the NFL this upcoming season. They only play 3 games against teams that made the playoffs last year.
And they're still
the
only
Steelers and the Panthers.
7-8.
It's a revamped team. Like the thing is like you're losing some guys that have been there for a long time. Cam Jordan's still a free agent.
Yeah,
Chances are he's not coming back. Alvin Kamara's going to be gone. Yeah, Demario Davis went to the Jets. Alante Taylor went to the Titans. Like you got guys like so it's a completely different locker room. It's a whole new. It's just a whole new setup there now, especially with Kellen Moore running the show. Tyler Shaw, however you pronounce it, is going to be a major question mark going into the season. Like, they seem to really like him. They seem to be committed.
But I tell you what, if they
listen,
suck, they'll get a high draft pick.
He has all the intangibles, the height, the size, this, that. Remember, we were high on him in Eugene, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to be Justin Herbert's heir apparent. Didn't turn out that way.
Nope.
He used to be like Tyler Shaw, like the duck. I'm like, this dude's whack. You know what I mean? So, but part of it wasn't on him. Yeah, I mean, part of it wasn't on him. It was on the coaching, and then we had Anthony, the guy from Boston College.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, don't even remind me.
Yeah, him. Tyler Shuck has all the intangibles. Can they coach it up though?
Mm-hmm.
Can they develop and coach him up? That's going to be the question.
And you got Kellen Moore as a coach.
And then we move on to the film.
So he should be able. So with Kellen Moore as a coach, you should be able to. Right?
Should be able to. That's my thought process.
He's supposed to be a quarterback whisperer. We'll see.
He's supposed to be one of them quarterback coaches. Yeah. Like, and you got skill positions. Like, you got Alvin Kamara's probably gone. He's on his last legs anyway. He's getting old. Like, you bring in Travis Etienne in free agency. You still got Olave, Jordan Tyson as a wide receiver rookie. Juwan Johnson has been killing it for you at tight end. So like they got skill position guys, and they've got depth when it comes to skill position. They bring back they bring Keandre Miller back, Devin Neal. They go out and draft Bryce Lance. Like I'm curious to see how I have a feeling this offense will put up points. Because
that's why I said they could, with the second easiest schedule in the NFL. Although I do think the Bucs are the favorite to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Saints have an outside chance. They got an outside shot.
Might come down to a week 16, week 17. I'm not sure exactly what the schedule looks like for that, but like might come down to one of those games against the two of them.
I was gonna say, and the Bucs schedule is backloaded on the back end for their division games.
And so if they're on a rough roll and the Saints are kind of peaking and they play each other, Saints take the tiebreaker at that point. Uh-oh.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to say this sounds bad, I know, but I don't think Todd Bowles is a good head coach. He just
I think he's
confused. Like, I never think he has a strategy. He's just always in the sidelines like you
his strategy is blitz. That's
the shitty tag people try to throw on quarterbacks of game manager is one that I like to put on Todd Bowles. I think he's a game manager.
Hey, look, here's my thing. I think Todd Bowles gets fired next year no matter what happens. They're going to Lovie Smith him.
Yeah.
I think he gets fired after next season regardless of what happens.
Because they're going to do their internal. They're going to do their internal interviews and this and that, and certain players or other coaches will be like, "Man, we should have won 3, 4, 5 more games than we did this year, or this or that." Like it was these decisions. It was
in-game adjustments. His defense is predictable, and to you all's point, it's blitz. Like he is not Dennis Allen on defense.
Send Vita Vea's ass to try and suck up 3 different interior linemen, and then try and send everybody else through the gaps behind him.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Falcons. Projected win total 5-12.
They're my favorite. They're my favorite to watch team in the NFC South.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about why.
I would like to know. Why.
I'm definitely like, let's talk about why.
Absolutely. I mean, the quarterback is the massive question, but this is a team that has won. Granted, not the majority share of their games, but this is a team that has won games in spite of horrible quarterback play, simply because of the guys around him, like with Bijan and Drake London and guys like that literally go out there and win games. They also have they have a ridiculous unit for an offensive line. They've got football royalty with Jake Matthews lining one of the tackle spots. If you don't know anything about the Matthews family, that most Hall of Famers in NFL history have come from the Matthews lineage. Yeah. They are ridiculous. They have Chris Lindstrom, who's a multi-time All-Pro. Like, they just signed Ryan Newsole. They get Matthew Bergeron, and they signed Jawan Taylor from the Chiefs. Like now, all of a sudden, they've got a top tier offensive line unit with skill
let me ask
positions
you this.
everywhere.
But you got Tua Tagovailoa and Michael Penix as your QBs.
Yeah, you ride Tua for 5 games until they bounce his head off the turf, and then by that point, you hope to God Michael Penix is back.
Oh my God! Did you just say bounce his head off the turf?
Yes, it happens every season. It happens every season.
He needs to stop playing. He needs to stop.
Listen, Penix is a dog if he can stay healthy, but when he went to the league,
I said Penix.
I said he has to stay healthy. He has a healthy ability. But the thing is, Penix seems like he can only stay healthy enough to beat us when he was at Washington, and I hate him.
That's my thing.
Yeah, it's like, dude, why don't you go get injured? That was bad, but I'm just saying, like, but he couldn't stay healthy. And that's what I said. I said Penix could be a real star here if he can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's injury prone, but they have a quarterback if he can stay healthy because Tua definitely ain't it.
He's not the future. I mean, like I said,
no,
you ride with Tua for 5-6 games to let Penix get fully healthy and get everything back underneath him until I hope it doesn't happen. Knock on wood, but like until Tua bounces that off the turf, and then you throw Penix back in there.
With his knee injuries, though, how long do you think Penix is gonna last? Because he hasn't had just one knee injury.
He's not a dual threat quarterback like that.
No.
So as long as he keeps a clean pocket, like he can extend the pocket. He definitely can extend the pocket. He's not that guy. So you don't have to worry about that.
Now you got 2 All-Pros anchoring the outside of your line and Chris Lindstrom up the middle.
And I'll give Penix this credit. He put that ball. He has that ball on a yo-yo string. He can put that.
Yeah, he does for sure.
No, he can throw the ball. He can definitely throw the ball.
I'm saying
he can put literally. He can put the ball wherever wherever he wants it. So you're not gonna get a bunch of scrambling from him unless it's absolutely necessary. He's looking to throw. So I don't think you have to worry about his knees. You got to worry about Tua's head way more than you got to worry about Penix.
Penix's knees. Yes. Absolutely.
I don't want to talk about him and his head anymore. I keep having flashbacks of that game, and I know you know.
Yeah, I know. I know. It was
just
when the fingers went
crazy.
It
was bad.
Like I
Okay, Jay, we get it.
I don't want to see people get
I don't know. That's why I said I knock on wood. I don't want to see it, but like a pattern's a pattern. If we see it 3-4 seasons in a row, it happens every year. We know it's going to happen.
Which is why he should retire.
No,
I agree, but I mean, it's his dream. He let that man do what he wants to do.
No. When Liz saw, she was like, "It's over. They shouldn't let him back on the football."
Liz, I'm with you. It should be done.
That's kind of her area of expertise. She was like, "No, that's it. He's done." That's literally. She was like, "He's done. He should not be on."
I mean, that's brain function. That's brain
spinal cord. Like we're talking about spinal cord injury.
You know, like you break a leg. Okay. The bone heals. You go to rehab, or you have an ACL. Hell, even an Achilles.
Y'all, we must have some viewers. We got the bots chiming in.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? But the brain, no.
There's no fixing it.
Issue.
There's no fixing the brain.
Yourself up for the rest of your life because you don't have good sense right now. That's how I felt about that. But
I agree 100%.
So here's my question.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. They say that.
The Bucks reclaim the top spot that they owned from 21 to 24, or will we have a new surprise division champ?
I think we have a new division champ.
I knew you were going to say that because you were riding hard
for the Falcons.
For the Falcons, I don't see it, but I'm gonna let you. Okay.
They got better. They got better everywhere. They got better everywhere on the field, and still have the same quarterback. Like they got better everywhere on the field.
I don't see Baker losing to Stefanski.
I know.
That's going to be marquee games. I agree, but
yes, they will.
I'm just like Tampa Bay for that. He's not losing.
Me too.
I hear you. I'm looking at what Atlanta did on their defensive side of the ball. Like they got guys now.
But the Bucks, they didn't get worse on defense. Thank God they improved.
They did, but they might have got a little worse on offense. You lose your all-time leading receiver.
Yeah, but this also now gives Godwin and Egbuka a really chance to shine. And he's young and he's hungry.
We saw what happened when Mike Evans went out last year. Egbuka fell off a cliff. I'm a big fan of Egbuka. I had him on fantasy teams, praying that he was going to pop off.
You know who's
and
the dark horse over
did
there
it.
I got the Arkansas Razorbacks winning the NFC South.
Yeah. You know who's the dark horse over in Tampa that nobody could cover him in college and they still having a hard time covering him in the pros?
Tez Johnson.
Tez Johnson, yes.
That is a hard guy to cover.
He's skinny and quick and he coils. That's the thing that's so crazy. Like when you watch him on the field, he coils around like his routes.
I think he's the dark horse, and he's going to have a breakout year in the slot for Baker. He's going to be the dark horse.
He killed it last year. That was what I was saying. Like once when Mike Evans went out last year, and it was supposed to be the Egbuka show, Egbuka kind of fell off a cliff because he was drawing the top matchup,
and the lights might have been too bright for him. Right?
And Tez Johnson was feasting.
Yes,
he's just one of those guys. Look, all 5'10", 160 pounds of him. He's just one of those guys.
He catches the seam, and you got no one over the top. You're not getting him back.
No,
true.
I'd
like to see what they do this year together. So I'm excited for that.
But I still got them. I just don't see Baker. I see Baker Mayfield. I've seen Baker Mayfield will shit, and he's going to.
Oh, he's a gamer, dog.
Oh, he's a dog. Yeah.
He's a gamer. I feel you. This is the best Falcons roster I've seen in so long.
So long. So the Falcons are your dark horse. I like
they are because now, especially I'm just looking at so many different. Like they drafted AJ Terrell, all-pro corner's brother, to come play next to him in the secondary. Their secondary gets an immediate boost with. They also get. They have Jesse Bates playing back there, Xavier Watts. That team looks so nice. That team looks so nice.
Like Jay and I are picking the Bucks, and you're picking the Falcons. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks too.
See.
I was gonna say, Liz, who you got?
And I wrote it down. Cozy says Falcons win division. We're gonna come back to that.
I like it.
Listen, not with Tua. They're gonna have to get Tua the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's that.
Like I said, 5 games. I gave 5 games max.
And I ain't even going to say the bouncing of the helmet off the concrete. He likes to give the ball to the other team too much.
And too much.
So that's that part too. He going to give you at least 1 or 2 of them a game.
I just need one of them to I just need one of them to get Kyle Pitts the damn ball. I'm so tired of seeing that dude not get the freaking ball.
Yeah.
They're wasting his
Carolina Panthers.
They're wasting.
Il's got Panthers, huh?
You got the Panthers?
Il's got Bryce Young saying, screw the record.
Okay. 6-11 is the projection, but they're going to win it.
I see them doing better than 6-11. I really see them doing better than that.
I think they'll do better than 6-11, but they're not winning. In my opinion, they're not winning the division. Now, we will see how it goes, and we will talk mad shit during the season. I promise you.
And we will. I think that's going to wrap it for a Game Winning Podcast. This was a Game Winning Draft Podcast. This was a good show. I like this show.
Hell yeah.
I really like this show.
Yeah.
We had Jabari say he got Carolina too.
Okay. So let me write that down too. I'm going to write it down.
Look, man. We had the bots in the chat, so I figured we did. He said, Panthers got to trust me. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Hey, look, man.
Streamboo.com, baby.
Let's go.
There you go.
Yep. Hey man, this was a good episode, man. I had fun with y'all, so I'ma
Your
sign
ass
us
sound
off
old as hell right now, and you've had
for
racial
CO,
tequila.
for Liz,
Real
for
quick,
G
before we bounce
Cozy,
out of here,
for
we got
Ill
to figure
Brown.
out who in the AFC
Yes.
we're going to go next week.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. That's right. We
Oh,
gotta do the
okay,
AFC.
let's
Hold on,
do that.
Jay.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
so
We already did the
let's
AFC
see.
North. Or no, we did the AFC. Yeah, we did the AFC East.
AFC East,
We did the East.
NFC South.
And the
So
NFC
now we're gonna
South.
do an
So what's
AFC
next?
team. I
We
mean
got to do the
division.
AFC division. What do our viewers want to see? What you
Yeah,
want to see,
that's gonna be
Jabari?
asked
Let's
the
do that.
viewers. Yeah.
Go do the
Okay,
West.
let's do
I
the
got the
North.
Twitch chat and stuff.
Oh, he said the AFC West.
I
AFC
got another
West.
AFC
All
West over on
right.
Twitch.
Let's
He
do
said
it.
the AFC
Okay.
West.
AFC West,
Oh,
let's
by the
do
way,
it.
for
Yeah,
those of us who see, we forgot because we get so into our topics. If
What did
for
we
people who
forget?
are still on or who watch later, please like,
Oh.
please subscribe.
Oh,
Thank you so much for your
subscribe.
support.
like,
Yes.
follow, share, subscribe,
That's right.
tell a friend, tell a
CO,
friend,
you're
all
every
that. We need
segment.
all
We're
that.
gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
I'm gonna get
We're
all.
gonna
I'm gonna
get
get on y'all because you know.
Next week.
That's right.
Like, comment,
Next
subscribe
week.
banner coming
Like-
next week.
Like, follow,
comment,
share, subscribe.
subscribe.
Come on with it.
Subscribe,
Exactly.
share.
Okay, Jay, take
watch.
us home.
All right. For another Game Winning Drive podcast, it's been great. As usual, I'm Jay Hollins, CO, Ill Brown, G Cozy, Liz. We will catch y'all next episode.
See you next week.
See ya.